Hey, we live. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing, man? We finally got a name for this series. Thanks to Atlas Traveler. Big shout out to Atlas Traveler. Today, I held a little contest. Today on Twitter, I was like, yo, I've been doing these random discussion videos. I've been titling it. I gave out a challenge. I said, who could come up with the best name for this? And Atlas Challenger rose to the challenge. And he gave me a name. So this series will be called Press Start and Chill from now on. So shout out to Atlas Traveler. And we're gonna talk about a few things today. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We already got Black Bond talking shit. Shout out to Notification Gang, yo. A lot of y'all jumping in here. Shout out to everyone watching. And why are you wearing a hat right after I call you you know why? Because my hair is actually messy right now. But if you don't get the fuck out of here, dog, ain't no one trying to hear none of your shit right now, dog. All right. So let's talk about the Xbox One X. We all know the console has been out for a couple of days. And I don't know if you guys have been following Digital Foundry's videos. They have been doing a couple analysis videos. They've been honestly taking their sweet motherfucking time doing these analysis videos. But I guess they're trying to drop one a day or something like that. Today they dropped Halo 5. And to many people's surprise, Halo 5 not running 4K native. Well, it is running 4K native at sometimes. The game has a dynamic resolution. God damn, that's 5 for 5 right now. That's 5 for 5 that, Digital Foundry has showed games running dynamic resolution on the Xbox One X. So I just want to ask the question: did Microsoft deliver on its promise? Chat, what are you guys saying? Shout out to all the chat people watching right now, man. Do you guys think Microsoft delivered its promise? A true 4K console? Or did Microsoft just, hit us with the bait and switch? But let me spit some facts real quick. The funny thing is Microsoft doesn't have to deliver on its promise. In reality, you're not going to get a backlash from the fans if Microsoft didn't deliver its promise on the true 4K. You're not going to get a backlash from fans. You know why? Because the games are performing better than the PS4 Pro. That's all people really care about. You know what I'm saying? That's all these fanboys really care about, you know what I'm saying? So in the end of the day, if these games run better than the PS4 Pro, niggas are going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Dudes are going to be happy regardless. So that's all that these guys really do care about. So Microsoft never really had to deliver on its promise in the first place. All they had to do is deliver a console better than the PS4 Pro. Then Xbox fans would be satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone in the chat. Stratosphere, what's up, man? What's good? Afro Man, what's good? Barbecue Sauce, what's up? What's up? Blazer, what's good? Yeah, so I don't know if you guys been paying attention. So they did Diablo 3, Digital Foundry. They did Titanfall 2. They did Halo 5 now, and Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed, god damn, that one was a pretty interesting one. If you guys watched the video, Assassin's Creed doesn't run at native 4K. It actually runs between 1700p to 1800p. I think that's where the resolution normally sits at, where the PlayStation 4 Pro plays the game at 1440p or something like that. Also dynamic resolution. It's pretty funny because I remember clearly during that E3 when they showed Assassin's Creed Origins, they were, bragging that this game was running native 4K on stage, which was pretty funny. So I guess it must have been running on a PC, because now the game is out and the shit's not native 4K. It's actually running 1700p to 1800p. And to no one's surprise, the 1080p 60 frames per second mode by our favorite insider is missing. You know what I'm saying? Everything always comes full circle for me. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes full circle, Epps, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was running on a PC, Kofi. Yeah, I figured. You know, that's pretty common at E3. So I'm not even like mad at that, but damn, the final release came out and it wasn't running at native 4K on top of that. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, man, I heard that too. I heard that too. A lot of people are actually getting defective consoles. So I don't know how widespread this is. So, you know, with new hardware, when new hardware drops, we already know some people are going to run into issues. You know, usually the first wave of consoles have a higher chance of, you know, fucking up. Shout out to Blaze, man. Blaze 4K. Apparently his Xbox One X completely died. I also seen on Twitter the best bot, Kid Smooth. He was posting a video. He was posting a video of his Xbox One X flickering or some shit. I think he said it was the HDMI was a problem. But I've been hearing people saying that your Xbox One X is actually giving them problems. And this is kind of common. So I'm not really gonna like, you know, smash the Xbox. I wouldn't jump to conclusions and say, yo, this is the red rings all over again too. You know, usually consoles have problems. Look, I went through 2 PS4 Pros. I actually had a defective PS4 Pro when I got it at launch. I actually posted videos about it on Twitter and stuff like that. I don't know what exactly was wrong with it. I kind of forgot, but I took it back and I got a new one. Kofi, you're a hater. What am I hating about, though? That's what I want to know, dog. Like, man's be talking, but what am I hating about, though? Can you elaborate? Why am I hating the Xbox One X? Maybe why? Because I'm not like sucking it off and saying it's, you know, the best thing since, you know, sliced bread, the second coming of Jesus. Maybe me not saying that makes me a hater. I don't understand. I think I've actually been pretty fair. I said in many occasions that if you're an Xbox gamer, the Xbox One X is a good buy. Chrono Clicker, your dad BG is biting your style. Yes? What did BG do now, yo? What did BG do? I actually haven't seen that nigga put up a video in a while, dog. What did BG do? Man called it Field of View. What did BG do? BG biting swag out here. It's all good, though. It's all good. Oh, Atlas Traveler, yo. Shout out to you for the name for the podcast. Yo, remember when I was doing one of these one-on-ones and I was telling you guys that Sonic Forces is gonna be absolutely trash? Guess what? Your boy turned out right once again. Like I told you guys, like that game was gonna be garbage from day one. Like I was actually excited for the game when they first showed the trailer, the CGI trailer. I'm like, oh, this is interesting because I'm actually a Sonic fan. But when they showed the first gameplay clip, I was like, hell motherfucking no, this game's gonna be garbage. Once I said that, a whole bunch of Sonic fanboys jumped at me. You know, I got attacked for saying, yo, Sonic Force is gonna be trash. Niggas like Blandrew, you know, Casper the Ghost was holding hope that, you know, the game was gonna be good. But I told Maz, yo, enjoy Sonic Mania. Enjoy Sonic Mania because when Sonic Forces comes out, that game is gonna be gutter trash. Just some games you could tell. You know, people hit me up like, yo, did you play the game? Did you play the game yet? People hit me up with that line. I'm like, no. But some games you could just tell by how it's looking. Like, if you've been gaming for a while now, you know, you could tell little things, just identify if the game's gonna be like trash. And once I seen the first gameplay trailer, I'm like, no. If this shit doesn't get improved anytime soon, this game's gonna be fucking garbage. When I seen the character creation shit, I'm like, this is a wrap. This game is just done. I actually kind of want to give the game a chance, but I'm probably gonna just pick it up when it's like $15 on PC or something like that. But I just wanted to say, I told you so. I told you so. The game was gonna be trash. Oracle Lofi. Y'all taking shots at BG right now, dog. Yo, let that man live, dog. You know, I'm an influencer out here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be biting the swag, but it's all good. It's all good though. Oh man, I'm just talking shit though. Yeah. We just having fun. Hope everybody's blessed today. So back to the Xbox One X. Yeah, I heard a couple of people are having problems with their console. Hopefully, they get it replaced. But we'll see how it turns out. Like I said, I wouldn't jump to conclusions saying this is like some red rings all over again or anything like that. Let's just see what happens. Because usually you guys already know the first wave of consoles are pretty shaky. What I would say for the Switch, we didn't get too much articles for the Switch. For the first wave of consoles, I remember reading shit like, "Oh, shit is warped in" or some crap like that. But I don't know. We didn't really get too much news on that of the Switch when it launched about, you know, defective consoles and stuff like that. What are you guys saying on the... Okay, so Blazer asks me once again, so you get into X? No. I won't be getting the X. I'm not getting the Xbox One X anytime soon because, like I said, the console over here is $599 after taxes. You're looking at maybe $640, $660. That's almost a $700 console. No way I'm paying that much money for a console that's just gonna sit there. There was Switch issues. Were there? I don't remember. I don't really. Like I said, besides the article I seen of like people saying their Switch is bending or some shit like that, I don't remember. K sent me. Let me know what was the issues. I don't remember. Kofi, did you hear about the drive-by shooting on Drake's friend in Canada? Yeah. What's his name? Thief or some shit like that? Yeah, I heard about that. Isn't that kind of old now? Yeah, they killed one of Drake's friends or some shit like that. Yeah, I heard about that. Okay, yeah, K sent me. I heard about that too. Yeah, you're right. I heard about the dock scratching the screen. Never really happened to me, but then again, I rarely dock my Switch. I heard about that though. Yeah, you're right. I heard about that as well. Do you remember the Crobat? I definitely remember the scratching shit now. I definitely remember the scratching shit, but that never happened to me though. Is your Xbox broke? No, I don't have an Xbox One X. I know a couple of people on Twitter, a couple of YouTubers that, you know, their Xbox One X is actually not working correctly. Joy-Con issues, fam. Okay, I might have to go and do some research or then about that. I guess people were having problems with their Switch. I guess people were having problems. You guys are saying dead pixels. Oh yeah, yo. Okay, I take that back. You're right. I do remember this shit. I just needed people to refresh my memory. Yeah, the sync issue. I remember that now. Y'all definitely right. The Switch had problems. The Switch clearly had problems. Screen scratches or some shit with the dock. Joy-Con sync issues. I definitely do remember that one. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that now. You guys refresh my memory. And apparently it warped in or some shit like that. Switch was sounding like a rocket ship. Yo, my Switch actually does get loud sometimes. It actually does get loud. You know, it goes a little crazy and gets hot. Niggas put styrofoam in the Joy-Cons. I do remember some shit like that. I do remember. Yo. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, so I guess it's common then. You know, once a console launches, the first wave, man, you're taking a risk if you're a day one buyer. It is what it is. What do you guys... I got a question for you guys. What do you guys think of Microsoft deciding to use the whole True 4K slogan? Do you feel like it's biting them in the back now? Do you guys feel like it was right for Microsoft to do that? You know, Sony's already using the whole dynamic 4K thing. So I understand that Microsoft can't really use that because Sony's already using that. So their thing is true 4K. But do you think that, you know, this slogan and all of this shit will bite them in the back in the long run? Because as games come out and they're not hitting the target, You think people will use that against Microsoft in the future? Kofi, am I? No, I'm not high currently. You got some weed? I'm not high. Talk about Xenoblade. There's not much to say, man. I'm gonna pick up the second one. I didn't play Xenoblade Chronicle X. I played a bit of the first one. I actually probably put like 10 hours before I dropped that game. There was other shit coming out at that time that I just dropped the game. I didn't feel like playing the Wii. It was cool though. The graphics did bother me and back on the Wii. You look tired, bro. Yeah, man. It's work, man. Work got me. I've been working a lot of hours lately. As soon as I'm off this, I'm back on the Persona. It's on the background. I don't know if you guys can see in the background on my TV. I'm about to jump on that Persona after this. Assassin's Creed Origins is low-key dead. What do you mean by that? How do you like that chair? The chair is very nice. The chair is very nice. The chair that I used to have used to hurt my back. Honestly, if you sit in front of a desk, I recommend you buy one of these gaming chairs, these racing chairs. Really, really comfortable. You can recline. You know, it comes with nice cushioning. I recommend this chair. It's really nice. Kofi almost as dark as the Last of Us 2 trailer. Yeah, that joke is old. I already used that against myself. Assassin's Creed Origins is nice, man. I like the game, man. I beat Persona 5 last month. Yeah, I'm gonna try to have that game beat by the end of this year. Dog, if this game was on Switch, I'll be so fucking far by now if it was on Switch. The only reason why I'm so fucking far in Super Mario Odyssey is because I can bring it to work with me. If Persona 5 was on Switch, dog, I'll probably be halfway through the game by now, to be honest. I'll be halfway through the game. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about sleeper hits, man. Guys, what's your sleeper hits of 2017? The year is almost over. What's your sleeper hits of 2017? I might have to jot some down so I could try them out later. Mario Rabbids, says K Semi. Mario Rabbids is a very good game. I actually want to hop back on that shit. And, you know, there's actually a lot of extra content in the game. Yakuza. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a not bad pick, man. Gravity Rush 2. That's not bad. That's a not bad pick, too. Hellblade. I second that. OBJ. Hellblade is very, very good. I really enjoyed that game. Nier. Gaming Mage says Arms. Yo, Arms a sleeper hit? Arms is not bad. I don't know about sleeper hit, but Arms is not bad. Hollow Knight, never heard of it. Never heard of it. I'm going to throw out some games that I enjoyed this year that probably none of you guys played. Mr. Shifty. Mr. Shifty was a pretty good game, man. Y'all sleeping on Mr. Shifty. If you like that Hotline Miami type of shit, Mr. Shifty is actually pretty dope, man. I definitely say you guys check that shit out. That was a pretty damn good game for a little indie title. What else? What else? Hellblade. I would consider Hellblade 1 too. I really enjoyed Hellblade. Sleeper hit. We're talking about sleeper hits right now. Not really game of the year. Halo Wars 2. Hey, yo, that could be a sleeper hit. Yo, why you laughing, dog? Maybe people really fuck with Halo Wars 2 like that. I bought a copy, but I gave it away as a giveaway. I actually haven't played the full copy of the game. I played the beta, the Blitz mode, or whatever that shit's called. Mario Rabbids. That could be a sleeper hit too. I might have to consider that a sleeper hit. That game was actually very good. Very, very good. Well-polished game too. Kofi just took a L for getting Persona at $60. when it's about to be 20 on Black Friday. I had this copy of Persona for a long time now, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I had this copy for a while now. I probably bought the copy near day one, probably. Yeah, we talking about sleeper hits. Phantom Dust, Hob. Yo, you know what? You know what I want to play? I want to play Golf Stories. Everyone's telling me that game is fucking fire, bro. I want to play Golf Stories. Everybody's telling me that game is heat. I need to play that. I actually really do need to play that on the Switch. I bought P5 for $80. Damn, you must have bought the collector's edition then. Guns Gore. Sonic Forces. Is PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds considered a sleeper hit? I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. You can't consider that a sleeper hit because it's too well known. I'm talking about games that, you know, people really didn't play that are actually really good. I don't think PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds can be considered a sleeper hit because that game is well known. You know, sleeper hit is obviously a game that not too much people know about or not too much people who have played. Yeah, that can't be a sleeper hit. Fucking sold 20 million copies. It can't be a sleeper hit. Niggas already know about the game, bro. Underdog. I actually have Lawbreakers. Lawbreakers trash. I don't give a fuck. Lawbreakers trash. The Long Dark says Stratosphere. I keep on hearing about that game, but I haven't checked it out. I think Arsenal's a big fan of that game. Owlboy. Isn't that game on PC? I've been hearing things about that game as well. Haven't checked it out myself. Lawbreaker sleeper hit. Lawbreaker's dead. Nigga, there's like 3 niggas playing that game, dog. Bro, you can't even find a match. Lawbreaker's trash, though. Lawbreaker's pretty trash. I don't fuck with it, dog. Lawbreaker's pretty trash. Rhyme isn't a sleeper hit, but it's good. I've yet to play Rhymes, man. Like, I was actually gonna buy it on PC recently, but I kind of flopped. I'm gonna get it though. Pokken Tournament's trash. Pokken Tournament's trash. Nah, I ain't having it. I don't like Pokken Tournament. Pokken is so garbage, man. That game is so slow paced. The phase changes. I'm not a fan, man. I'm not a fan. That game is complete garbage. Garbage. Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is fantastic. Now that's a real Sonic game, people. Sonic Mania is really, really good. Oh my God, Pokken is trash. Pokken is really trash, people. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Super Lucky's Tale, game of the year. I actually bought the game. And I've been playing it. Apparently the game is very short. It's like 6 to 7 hours. I'm probably halfway through the game. And the game is all right. It's all right. GTA 5 sleeper hit. Nigga, 85 million copies sold. Cosmic Star Heroine, if you like JRPGs. Pokken is great, but the Pokemon on selection is trash. Horizon is not a sleeper hit. That game is very, very popular. I gotta check out this BG live stream, man. I gotta check out this BG live stream. Yo, but the thing is, BG got such a big fan base. People are probably gonna think that I bit him. That's a funny thing. People are gonna be like, "Yo, Kofi copied BG," because his fan base is so vast. You know, he has a big fan base. I still gotta play Metroid. I know Bond's on my ass about that shit. I still gotta play that shit. I got so much games to play. I'm just waiting to Christmas. I'm gonna take like a week or 2 weeks off during Christmas. I'm gonna, you know, clear off a lot of my backlog during Christmas. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the final topic before we just fuck around and talk some shit before I leave. Voodoo Vince. Oh, yo, on some real shit. Voodoo Vince is actually not that bad. I actually beat that this year. Or was it last year? I don't remember when it came out. But I beat Voodoo Vince. It was the first time I played it. The game is actually not that bad, though. It really isn't. It really isn't. Voodoo Vince is actually not that bad. I know it's like a meme to kind of roast it, but the game is actually not that bad. It really isn't. You ever play Kingdom Hearts? I've tried the franchise before, but I haven't really, got into it. I really want to get into it, though. Yo, but Voodoo Vince really isn't that bad, dog. Like, yo, Doodoo Vince. So, hey, I'm not lying, yo. The game is actually not that bad. It really isn't. It really isn't. It's okay. Phantom Dust is trash, though. Phantom Dust is 100% pure garbage, in my opinion. In my personal opinion. Phantom Dust is 100% pure trash. Oh my God. Stop lying. Yo, don't kill me. Y'all are too funny. Farpoint. That's a VR game that I actually would like to play, but bitch, I ain't paying $570 for no VR headset right now, dog. Phantom Dusty. y'all are cold, man. Phantom Dust was lit back in the day. Yeah, I hear people had a lot of high praise for that game, but oh my God, it didn't hold up well. I actually tried it since it was free. Didn't like it at all, man. Oh man, I didn't like it at all. All right, so let's talk about this Nintendo hate. Kofi, you copping Pokemon Ultra Sun? No. I will not play another Pokemon game on the 3DS. I'm done playing Pokemon games on the 3DS. If I'm playing a Pokemon RPG, it got to be on the Switch now, or I'm skipping. I don't give a fuck. The last 3DS game I'm going to play ever is going to be Metroid. And that's the last 3DS game I'm playing. I don't want to look at that shit anymore. This guy's just shake my head. All right, so let's talk about the Nintendo hate, because it's actually getting kind of out of hand right now. It's actually getting funny. It's comical, though. It's funny. I'd be actually sitting back and enjoying shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really get sensitive in that way. Like some people get sensitive. But, bro, y'all got to be real. There's some senseless hate coming out, man. Okay, this guy said Switch, I'm out. Why niggas so mad, though? Why niggas so mad? Yo, can someone answer that question for me? Why does the Switch got niggas so mad for some reason? Like everything just comes out and niggas just be mad. Like, oh, Nintendo Switch is selling well, niggas mad. Games are reviewing well on the Switch, niggas mad. Like, why is niggas so mad? Can people tell me why people are so mad, dog? Why are people so mad? Like, I just want to know. I just want to know. I'm waiting for a comment. I'm waiting for a comment because someone got to explain to me why people are so mad. I don't want to Switch, so whatever. I'm too busy with shit I like. Bond actually has a Switch. Hey, what's up, man? People aren't safe with their inner child. It's not even just weapon wheel people. Look, it's not even just weapon wheel people. Even if they tweet some shit, you get like 1,000 comments under them saying like, fuck the Switch. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just weapon wheel people or like, BG and dumb. You know what I'm saying? It's not just dumb. It's not just dumb. But I just want to know why I got people so mad, though. It's the Nintendo Pass argument. Oh, man. All right, so OBJ. All right, OBJ. All right, perfect. Bro, Doom is 30 frames per second and got a higher score than the better version. I can't ignore that crazy shit. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You got a Patreon? No, man. All this entertainment is free. All I do is ask niggas to hit the like button. Let's talk about it. All right, so people are upset because IGN gave Doom a higher score than the PS4 and Xbox One version, right? All right, so first thing you got to ask yourself is it the same person reviewing the game? That's the first thing you got to ask yourself. If it's two different reviewers, boom, there you go. It's just two different opinions. Done right there. And another reason is, look, I know people. Kofi providing for the broke boys. I know people keep on downplaying, and they're gonna downplay this feature forever. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna downplay this feature forever. Dog, the Switch is portable. It's a fucking tablet, people. It's a tablet. Look at it. Look at it. Look how small this shit is. When a nigga sees Doom running on this shit, they're obviously gonna be blown away off the rip. Like, how the fuck is Doom running on something so small? You know what I'm saying? It's impressive. When you look at the Switch that way, everything is more impressive. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you something. The Xbox 360. Or, okay, look. Let me give you guys a good example to help you guys understand. GTA 5, right? It's an old game. Right now, they port GTA 5 to the Xbox One. It's not really impressive, right? Yeah, it gets a boost or whatever, but it's not really impressive. But all of a sudden, say if GTA 5 came out on a device like this, or GTA 5 came out on your cell phone, right? That's unusual. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, something like that becomes impressive. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's the form factor and the portability. The Switch is very versatile. That's why people are so blown away of games like LA Noire, Doom on the Switch. You know, obviously these games run great on PC and consoles, but it's really the form factor that got people losing their shit. That, you know, you can play a full AAA game like that on something like this. Like, that's crazy, right? I think that's why people are so blown away with the Switch, and that's why I like the Switch. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of surreal seeing like console-like experiences, even though they're not up to par, but they're console-like experience of this quality on such a small portable device. You know, what platform is like this that is out? You know what I'm saying? I think that's why people are so, you know, blown away with the Switch like that. You feel me? Nintendo does get a pass. It is what it is, man. I think people are impressed with the hardware, and, you know, it's running some of these kind of games. Nintendo added Hulu for the Switch. Yeah. They need to add Netflix. Yeah, kind of like Borderlands 2 on the Vita. People thought that was like fucking cool. Like, fuck, Borderlands 2 on the go. It's the same type of effect that people are having with the Vita. I mean, with the Switch right now. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm says, I hate the Nintendo Pass argument. Like, other companies don't get it either. Other companies 100% and developers too get a pass. Certain ones do. Certain ones do. Portability adds 10 points to any review score. Real talk. Yo, that's some real shit though. That's some real shit. Wait, 3MG hit me up? Oh shit, yo, Ricky, yo, I didn't see, dog. Yo, Ricky, yo, let's send you an invite. I didn't even see. Sorry, bro, I wasn't on Twitter, dog. I didn't even see. Yo, if you still want to jump in, yo, you can. My bad, dog. I wasn't on Twitter. I apologize, dog. Pull up Ricky, bro. Pull up Ricky and let's talk. Ricky, I sent you the link. So pull up. Let me put on my headphones in case you come through. I haven't spoken with Ricky in a minute, bruh. Shout out to Ricky, man. He did a live reaction of my Switch Gang shit. That shit was hilarious, man. You ain't shit for inviting me. Yeah, I didn't even see. Yo, Ricky, I sent you the invite, doc. Let me see.
Yo,
what's good, bro?
Yo, what's good, bro?
How's it going, man?
I'm chilling, man. I was like, yo, I got relieved at 6:30. I'm like,
Oh
let's stay
shit!
tuned on Thursdays, and then I get home and I'm like, wait, he went live. I said, let me hit him up real quick. And I'm like, oh, Ricardo, word, damn,
Yeah,
that was good, man.
Yeah, I'm just chilling with the people. We just talking some shit, you know.
What's going on? You bought the Xbox or nah?
Nah, did you?
To be honest, I was kind of holding off. I was
Oh
trying
yeah,
because I don't know, man. Like launch consoles in general, you know.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is $500, so I didn't want to
Take
buy
the chance,
something.
right?
Yeah, I think Kiss Move said he was having some issues with one of them, and
Have you seen Blaze's video? He has a video out of his shit like not turning on, dog.
dude, that's not fun. Yo, I don't laugh at none of that stuff. Yo, that's crazy. Are they gonna give him back his money or switch it?
I guess he has to. I don't know if he has to go through Microsoft. I haven't spoken with him, but he was having problems with his Xbox One X. Maybe usually like normally like people give you like 30 days or some shit.
Yeah, and I think, well, I mean, let's be honest. Is a Xbox One sold out everywhere, or is it still in stock?
No, don't.
All right, no. I mean, you know what? Like, the reason why I asked is because then that'll be the issue where he would have to wait until they restock. But if they're still in stock, they should be able to give him his Xbox back. You know?
Yeah. Over here, bro, Best Buy got a ton of them motherfuckers out here, dog. I see people kind of hyping like, yo, this shit sold out. I think GameSpot said like they sold out a lot of their stock, but GameSpot usually like orders at like a certain amount of.
Oh yeah, GameStop is like,
yeah, for people who pre-order it, basically. You know what I'm saying?
They don't fill in. You see, that's the thing about if people don't know about GameStop. What they do is they don't just get like 100 of them in stock. Yeah. When it comes down to something big, even if it's a specific pre-order edition of a game, if it's the big edition that costs the most, they only go by how many people pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
That's about it. Other than that, then I guess like a week later, 2 weeks later, that's when they just get regular shipments in. But that's just to help out GameStop when they want to project numbers and how much we just sold out in general. That's all BS. But
yeah. So those fanboys are saying that like the shit sold out. They hyping. It's not sold out. You go to Best Buy, you'll find it. You go to Best Buy or Walmart, you'll find one. Facts.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think online, Amazon the day of actually had them in stock. It was weird because people supposedly reported that, oh, Amazon screwed me over. Oh, they don't have anymore. And I'm like, wait a minute. The day of, Amazon had them to ship out. I think Laser shipped that trash as service. You could get it the same day or just get it on the next day. And I'm like, wait, they do have in stock. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's a third console, man.
But what do you think of it so far, though?
Believe it or not, I love seeing hardware. I'm just I love tech type stuff, Same. But I hate that for a software company, it took them this long to realize like this is what's going to be popping. Like when the 2013 came around, matter of fact, it was 2012 when we first heard about all these consoles coming out. They should have already seen that the PC lifestyle was being pushed heavy anyway. So hardware should have been the biggest thing, and it came to what? How many years later? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
So now we're getting these consoles, and are we even going to get They're saying that this is not a brand new console. This is still
a mid-gen refresh type of shit.
Yeah. So at what point now do we have to wait? Even for people who like Xbox, what point now will they see a brand new type of Xbox that's going to be promoted as a next console? Because this looks like a totally like a 360 compared to the previous one. Yeah, this shit is powerful. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, but for consoles though, PC will never end. There's hardware dropping every month for PC.
Facts.
I hate when people say like, "Oh, this is competing with PC." Unless Xbox allow you to open up the actual shit and add graphics cards into it, then I would say it's competing. Other than that, no. But it does outperform the PS4. I'm a PS4 Pro. Like I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, no one can deny that. Like it's a stronger box. Like no one's denying that.
The question is how late are we into that cycle? Because PS4 generated enough sales. Xbox One has been generating enough sales. Well, at least sales on their end. Yeah. And with all the exclusives that came out, I think the perception of just like these games, a lot of the Xbox 360 users that jumped on the PS4 already like locked in and like, wow, I don't want to leave PS4 because of their exclusives. And there's some that may want to even jump on the Xbox. I mean, I play whatever. I play all of them. Yeah, but I always go home to what I've played first, which is my PlayStation. And then, of course, like Nintendo and Xbox used to just be the competitive console for me. But, everything just changes.
Yeah, man. So you probably going to hold off. But you actually get him on PC too. No.
Yeah, that game. Yeah, see, that's another like. Once they
Yeah.
said that these games are coming out for Microsoft window,
Yeah.
like I'm just like, dude, you just like made me really not care now because I can just
Yeah.
get it on the PC.
Yeah.
You know, so you kind of countered that, but they needed that though. They
Yeah,
needed to
I think
generate
that's the
sales.
direction that they're going. Like, I feel like I don't even feel like that's a bad thing. I think some people actually feel like, yo, the whole Play Anywhere thing's hurting Xbox and stuff like that. Like, for me personally, I don't think it's that bad because I feel like the crossover, like people like you and me, we can't be that much that we're really affecting. And like when you like talk to the average consumer, like they don't even know about these programs and shit like that. Like if I could hit up my brother, he's like a casual gamer too, right? He plays casually. He probably don't even know like if these exclusives are available on the PC as well. You know what I'm saying? So like people don't know this shit.
Dude, like 100%. Like I got to do that work. I try to focus on just being at work because you can't talk like how we are on YouTube. We can't
Yeah.
talk to like our regular friends outside because they just look at it like, nah, Xbox or not, PlayStation. Because my dude was saying Warframe. He said something about Warframe, and I'm like, wait, Warframe? Like that's why you're saying Xbox is better? I'm like, I'm kind of confused, dude. Warframe is on PlayStation as well. Like, so I can understand the conversation goes left all the time, but as far as like where we at with these games, I just think Microsoft, let's keep it real. Microsoft and well, Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates and Microsoft, the Xbox company, they parted their budget ways because Xbox used too much of their budget. They actually went over their budget with the consoles and everything. So that's what kind of fucked them up. So Bill Gates wasn't really providing enough or providing any more money for them. You actually find articles on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, because remember, Microsoft, people get it confused with Xbox and Microsoft. Of course, Microsoft is the software company, but Xbox was actually separated from Bill Gates, so he's not funding no more for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. I don't know if you remember the conversation. What's his name? Phil Spencer had. He actually had an interview, and he said they're right now buying new IPs, but it was taking them long because of the amount of money that they were spending on hardware, to try to compete. So I mean, it kind of pushed them back. I still think they got enough time because if you look at it right now, look at all the damn consoles that are coming out. Look at all these damn games. Like there's still time, but it really matters like us, like the average consumer. Me, I understand this hardware shit. Not a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you follow like Digital Foundry's videos and stuff like that?
Yeah, but like the
tech analysis. So man, is Microsoft delivering on its promise? Do you feel like do you feel like that whole true 4K thing was a mistake to like use that kind of advertising slogan? Because now it seems like every time a game that's not true 4K is going to be like a jab at them, like, oh, look at them. They're saying true 4K. And it's not. Some of these games are dynamic. Like all the games that Digital Foundry showed so far, well, in the last couple of days have been dynamic resolution. Like the PS4 Pro.
Forza, right?
Yeah, Forza, Gears, I think are native. I think
Halo probably, right?
No, even Halo has a dynamic resolution as well. Halo 5. Yeah, Halo 5. That surprised me too. That game was
wait, so that game is more demanding to get compared to Gears?
I don't know. Maybe because it's older, like we might have to give them a pass for that one. But that one also has a dynamic resolution. Like apparently like it stays at 4K though, but when it gets busy, sometimes it drops to like lower resolution. So it's not even like a locked 4K all the time. So, you know what I'm saying?
So that question, right? You were basically saying with Digital Foundry, this is something that I don't hear enough people talk about. So I think the Xbox One X is powerful as shit because if you got games like the regular Call of Duty games hitting that shit with no problem at 4K, or you got some of their own exclusives, if you have dudes from Turn 10 Studios, if they're able to get Forza at 4K 60, making it look crazy, but these third-party studios can't, I actually look at it like we saw Assassin's Creed Origins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft in general are terrible with having their games be optimized. So I look at it like I don't even want to judge the Xbox One X on that because the game in general, Far Cry, we looking at Assassin's Creed and Ghost Recon and Division is poorly optimized across all platforms. There's frame drops. So I wonder it's the way they design their game. And it does look bad on the console because when you see it dropping like 20 frames, we throw jabs at Xbox.
Yo, that's what's going to happen. Like the same thing happened with the PS4 Pro. It's not even just like Xbox things. The same thing happened with the PS4 Pro. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Some of these developers are going to have some shitty patches, like or look at Prey or Overwatch with the PS4 Pro, I believe. Just the HUD is 4K, but everything is this freaking same. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna run into scenarios like that with the Xbox One X as well. And yes, the Xbox One X is super powerful, right? But the problem with these mid-gen consoles too, they're still tied to their older counterparts. You know what I'm saying, Ricky?
Yeah, so exactly, and there's two sides to this. So yeah, exactly what you said is one, and then two, you have these game companies that we know the budgets on these games. So what are they doing? And like I said, I have to use Ubisoft. And my bad if you got like any partnership ties with them, because you know they hate when I say this shit, dude. But realistically speaking, they're not a good. They're just like Activision with Call of Duty with upgrading their engine. Terrible, because at the same time they're poorly optimizing these games. Assassin's Creed Origins took how many years? 2 years, and there's still a lot of bugs. There's still a lot of bugs in cutscenes. There's still a lot of bugs with the AI. So you could tell off the rip that there's two issues, like the one that you just mentioned, and then with the game. So are we judging the consoles based on their counterparts, or we're also going to take into consideration that some of these studios are still using lackluster, tech and just the way they're engineering and creating these games aren't even being performed well. And I mean, on PC, believe it or not, maybe even easier. And then we also got to remember, is it a port? Is it a direct port, or is it fully built on the console? And that's going to become even more difficult, because now they got to make sure that the games get a patch for the Xbox One X. They're not making dedicated Xbox One X games. They need to focus on the people who have a regular Xbox One, which means any game that's third party moving forward will have to get a patch. They do with the PS4 and PS4 Pro. Like, that's coming across. That's what I don't like. Like, make one console and dedicate all that time to that console. We're getting patches because we got three fucking consoles of that iteration.
That's the problem with the mid-gen thing in general. Like, at a point, Microsoft were saying that, we might be moving away from generations and hopping on to iterations. But I feel like that might be a bad move, because you're always like limited to like what you can do, because your game gotta be built in a way that it can play on the previous console. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Where, when a new comes, like our traditionally is like what, PS3, PS4, right? Yep. And all your games your games really don't work, or the first party games don't work unless like I have some sort of backwards compatibility. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I think that's a problem that they will run into if they're skipping generations and doing iterations. Is that means you always gotta develop for like the lowest common denominator, and like how can you really push the envelope like that? You know what I'm saying?
And no, that's exactly the problem. So once we got the Xbox One and we got the PS4, we already seen there was an issue when Battlefield came out. The shit was 900p on the PS4. It was 720p on the Xbox. Then we got Titanfall on the Xbox. I was running at 792p. Off rip, I was like, dude, you know what? I think it's time to invest in a PC. Like, because you know what? And you know what? Who's to really blame is Microsoft and Sony. If you remember, they're the ones who promoted power, technology, and how their consoles are going to make games look, to this degree where it's going to compete with PC and look real. And then we get these underperformed consoles. And then what happened was we all jumped to that, jumped to the forefront, like, we want resolution, we want frame rates, and look at where we're at now. We got 3 types of PS4 consoles and 3 types of Xbox Ones. Come on, man. And Nintendo gives no shit. They dropping a port. And the thing is, believe it or not, I don't even mind at this point, because even though they do their own fair fuck shit. I could curse, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
They do their own fair fuck shit. They released the 3DS that had no charger. Like, goddamn, Nintendo, how you gonna do some shit like that? Then you release a regular LCD screen Switch. You know what I'm saying? And the Switch had problems at its launch. Some people had static, some like stuttering on their screen and whatnot. But at the same time, are they releasing 4 or 5 Switches within 5 years? Or with their 3DSs, it actually, they do some bullshit. They kind of do some bullshit with that.
Yeah, they switch it up. They like drop some iterations though with that. But I understand what you're trying to say. Like, this whole mid-gen shit is new. It's new to us. Like, usually we just get like a slim, and that's about it until like the new consoles. But this mid-gen upgrade shit is definitely new.
We got a Slim and a Pro in the same year. We got an Xbox One S that came out, I think, and it's still, remember that fake EA commercial? The dude was like, that's in-game footage of Madden 2016 or whatever the Madden it was that was running 4K. But that game, but the Xbox One S doesn't run games in 4K. It only in HDR. That's when people get confused. So I was like, the game, they don't run native 4K at all. So that was the misconception. That was a little bit misleading. And then look at where we're at now. Now, this is a powerful ass console. And like I said, I do want to get it, but then I don't because I know what's going to happen. Exclusives. Yeah. And that's the thing, though. Believe it or not, a lot of us play multi-plat games, but you need the pawns to sell it. You need those exclusives to be like, look, this is what we can provide for you. Of course, you're going to probably cater to more multi-plats, but you need those exclusives to support it. You need that shit. But like, that's why Gears and Halo used to sell consoles like crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not helping them right now.
Like, people could pull back any podcast or any videos back. Like, for me, it has always been about the games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's Microsoft's biggest shortcoming. Like, I've been saying this for the longest time. With the original Xbox One, we got Halo. With the 360, we got Gears. With the Xbox One, what did we get? You know what I'm saying? Microsoft has failed to deliver that, experience to define the generation like they usually done, So
you kind of made that point, right? Like, I think people are forgetting that Microsoft never really had exclusives like that to begin with. They never did. They did. Look at it like this. We keep naming the same games from the original Xbox, Halo and Gears. They had a couple of games here and there. We got the Forzas, of course, but in the Killer Instinct, I'm assuming that was on. No, wait, when did Killer Instinct come out originally?
Originally, I don't even know. What's this? I don't even know.
I don't remember, but I'll count those three main games. You notice that we keep naming the same three games. The reason why Xbox 360 was so successful was because they had all the exclusivities with partnerships and tournaments and all those games, the competitiveness with the sports games, the Call of Duties, all those had the exclusivity.
You actually just pointed out that I actually didn't think of. Like, all of Microsoft's big games are actually purchased. You're right.
Yeah, dog. They all had exclusive. Dude, that's what I'm saying. So, and that's the thing. I'm not, for people in the chat. Right. I stopped doing all this fanboy shit. Like, in 2013, I was terrible. But I started missing out on games, and I'm like, dude, like, I love these games on this platform, and I like games on that platform. But I like to recognize that Xbox 360, I loved Xbox, but it wasn't the home of exclusives to begin with. They just had all the rights to the majority of titles. Versus
Sony. It was the best multi-plat box, like, at the time for me. Like, I wasn't getting on PC. I was playing all my multi-plats on 360, and obviously the big hitters like Halo 3 at that point, Bungie was still making Halo games for Xbox, and it was very exciting times. But yeah, like, 360 was like my multi-plat box. I was actually a really big 360 head.
The Raven Flow said the 360 stripped Sony of the exclusives after the PS2. Believe it or not, what up, Black Bond? Shout out to Black Bond in the chat. But I think what's his name again? I'm sorry. His name was the Raven Flow. From what he said, yeah, they definitely took a lot, but as well as they came out, I think, a year earlier. If I'm not mistaken,
they rushed it out. They rushed it out. That's why it got a whole bunch of problems, like the red rings and all that.
Yeah, I was the early adopter of the red ring, and but at the same time, I was able to fix that situation. But remember, they were still the home of esports and all that shit. Remember, they had that shit on lock. What happened as soon as Midway PS3 came out? PS3 came out, it was still difficult to develop games.
Yeah, because it came out trash. It was expensive. Like, it was doing everything wrong.
20 gigs, 60 gigs, 40 gigs. I love the four USB hubs and the SD cards, but they had to scrap that. They had to save money on it. They spent so much money on those consoles, and then they ended up, developers were able to finally make games for it. And what happened was Midway, all the games started coming out for it. But still, in the very beginning, Microsoft always dominated with the majority because of multiplats. They weren't the home of exclusives to begin with. So that's why we're seeing the real shit now, where we notice, and of course people argue, well, why the hell all you see exclusives on Sony is Japanese games? Well, sir, Sony is a Japanese company. It's a Japanese console.
More than that, too. People just be hyping, dog. They just talking.
Yeah, I don't, so.
Yeah, it is what it is, dog. So, yeah, like, look, I don't know. People for some reason thinking like I'm hating on the X or anything like that. Just because I personally don't want one automatically means I'm hating on it. But like I said, man, it's a good upgrade. Look, if you got a 4K display, right? You're an Xbox gamer, because there's Xbox gamers out here, and you got a 4K display. I would invest in this console personally, because
absolutely.
I've seen how some of these games are running on the original S. These games run like shit on the S. for a dedicated home console, it runs like shit.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like sub 30 frames per second on the original Xbox One S in certain games that is just terrible. For that reason, that's the whole reason alone. If I was an Xbox gamer, I probably would pick one up. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have a PC like that. So I feel like this is a good upgrade. If you're a 1080p owner, I would say wait, even with the PS4 Pro, it's not even just the Xbox One X. If you're a 1080p owner, I would say wait, because I feel like it's the differences is probably not worth it. Yes, I know shit super samples and stuff like that, but
that's just pointless. Like when they say like, oh, when you on a 1080p monitor, it can still. But even with the I'm gonna be honest with you, even when they try to like promote that with the PS4 Pro, and they said, you know, it'll downscale all of it, but you'll see more textures and clarity. I don't care about that, to be honest with you. Like if I have a 4K monitor, then absolutely. If you have a 4K monitor, absolutely go for it. But honestly, with any gaming console that has 4K, I feel like it caters to an adult more because they probably understand the hardware more than just any regular consumer. If you get what I'm saying. I look at the Xbox One X and I was like, yo, I want that for my living room when I have people over. But when I look at my other shit, like my PC, I'm going competitive. I'm playing single player story modes. I'm playing all this shit. So like I get my consoles for different reasons.
Yeah. Right now, like I was fully consoles when this generation started. As soon as I built my PC, man, I just usually strictly use them for exclusives now. First party games, and that's it.
For what, PC?
Oh no, for consoles. My console, I just use them for strictly first party games.
Yeah, I mean,
once in a while, I might fuck around and buy a third party game. I probably
the reason why I do third party games is the multiplayer. You know, some of them I play with I got more of my boys on multiplayer, and but yeah, I got my consoles for many different reasons. Like I love EA Access on Xbox, but I have Origin Access on PC.
Same here. I have Origin.
So, you know, like you kind of counter me with that one now. So. But and just to be honest, I haven't really played my Xbox because whatever game that was on it, I beat it, and I really don't have that many people that I game. Like all my 360 friends went to PS4, so like they started gaming on there. So it is what it is. But I still think the Xbox One X is a great console. Now, had that been the first console to release in 2013,
this is how Microsoft should have launched the Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? If it was this console that we got. I think you know the situation would be very, very different here. I'm not saying that Microsoft will be beating PlayStation, but I really believe that the situation would be that like the gap wouldn't be this wide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it would have been extremely close. If not, Microsoft would have probably still had upper hands. But remember, at 2013, Sony was then still releasing their exclusive games. Then they hit us with The Last of Us. Then I think they hit us with God of War 3 at the same time. March.
They were coming clutch during the end of the generation. They were coming clutch.
Yeah, I think I think it was like 2009 or something like that was when 2008 or 2009 was when it became more easier to make, you know, games on PS4. But like I said, Microsoft had the more, they even had exclusivity with sound design in their games. That way you could look that shit up. They had more.
They had the better multiplats overall, though.
Call of Duty and all those games, sports games, ran better on their consoles. Like it is what it is. And if they would have launched together, like if say the X was the console at launch, oh yeah, they would have definitely dominated. And I believe they would have dominated because they still had those exclusivity deals with a lot of companies. And the reason why these companies jumped to PlayStation 4 is because obviously the console was selling more. They didn't care about the resolution. The console was selling more.
It was a popular console at the time. Like,
yeah, that was just a business decision.
The first impressions, like, is obviously really, really important. Like, I feel like just Microsoft fucked up just in the beginning, dog. They fucked up way too hard. That's why they're in the position that they're in. Like, it's just those mistakes.
What's that dude name that he said he didn't want? I forgot. He was right before Phil. I forgot his name. He was right before Phil Spencer. He said he wanted to end gaming on Xbox and make it into like a home entertainment system. He said, I prefer. You remember that? He said, I prefer to have the Xbox One be more of a home entertainment console than, and if it was my choice, I wouldn't really make a gaming console. And then I remember they were like, oh, if you don't have internet, you shouldn't buy an Xbox. Like they were saying shit that like, yo, how you want to promote your games?
Yeah, like yo, early on was really bad. If you really take it in, like, yeah, look, you had the bigger, uglier console. Let's just call it what it is. The console was ugly, atrocious. It was big, nasty, power brick. It wasn't really well designed like the new consoles that you know they have right now. Right, that's number one. It costs more. They forced to connect. You know, the price point was higher and it was weaker than its competition. On top of that, you're promoting
DRM.
You're
Oh, remember that?
Yeah, you're promoting DRM and no used games. I don't think gamers were ready for that shit. That always online.
Install the game with the disc?
Even though Microsoft was forward thinking with that shit, because basically everything that we play now is basically always online. Like we're getting games like Need for Speed, Rivals, and other games that are basically just straight online games. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they were forward thinking, but I think at that point gamers weren't really ready for that shit. You know what I'm saying? To hear all of that shit, 24-hour check-ins, all of that. They weren't ready. So that all of that combined just put them in a very, very bad place. And clearly, like their focus wasn't like Sony. Like Sony was very gamer focused. Like when they revealed the PlayStation, or we're talking about it, they actually didn't reveal the box and stuff, and they were talking about it. Like they got developers on stage, they were really talking about the tech and what they can do.
That kind of got them out of trouble though, right?
Yeah, where Microsoft was here showing the price is right. You know what I'm saying? So like it's nice that their focus has shifted back into like delivering the best gaming experience. So the future is looking bright for them in that sense. At least their focus is being a game console now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And they still operate with a couple of multimedia services, but obviously that just allows us to look at whatever updates coming in. Like this is a gaming console, so whenever and I love Xbox interface. I've always been a fan of it. So I do hope like soon with Sony we get like better looking interfaces, changing our gamer tags. Like I became extremely fair when I started realizing, like, because bro, I used to defend the shit out of Sony. I don't even, bro, I defended every guy.
Once upon a time, after an Xbox fanboys, people thinking like I hate
Xbox.
Look at my game. Look, my achievements say, bro, I have 2 accounts. I actually created a new account, maybe just 3-4 years ago tops. I created a new account. I already have like 40. My old gamer tag has like 20, so combined. Like, I used to game on Xbox religiously, but like people don't understand though.
Yeah, no, same here, dude. It just became a thing where I'm just like, dude, why am I even doing this bullshit? Look, I play both. You know what I mean? But as far as like where we at with the consoles, I think like Xbox is doing. I think honestly, I say I'm glad this happened to Xbox, not because of a hating issue, but because look how much we've been given back. Because Xbox, I guess their methods, their business practices went wrong. So we was given Xbox Game Pass. We was given backwards compatibility. We was given a whole bunch of shit because they fucked up. And in terms of Sony, to be honest with you, I paid close attention to all this. Sony was releasing $2,500 fucking cassette tape players, whatever you want to call those, MP3s. They were releasing cell phones. They were releasing laptops, and that put them in so much debt. The PS4 legit is what saved Sony from going bankrupt. Even though it would say that they had $19 billion in their net worth, they were still about to go bankrupt. And I remember them on stage and not in a PlayStation conference, it was a Sony Entertainment America conference, whatever. And they said the PlayStation 4 helped uplift their budgets, and they were able to get out of some of the debt that they were in over a PlayStation 4. So I'm like, this was legit their last chance to really put something out there that could, and they always cater to both the Western and, of course, over in Japan and other countries. So that wasn't an issue, but it was about the hardware, and that's what saved them. But with Xbox, I thought they were going to be good. I didn't even know, this is all new to me, I didn't even know they didn't cater to the Japan market until 2014. I wasn't really, I didn't delve.
You weren't paying attention to that, yo.
This shit really made me think like hard. That's why you think like it makes so much sense to me when they say Sony is going to be publishing some Nintendo titles or some shit like that. I read, which I'm like, wait, but it makes sense. Japanese companies normally stick together. It's not really a competition between the two. But Microsoft, they got 2 Japanese titles that I know of. But they don't cater to the Japanese. The Japanese market does not like it.
Yeah, but they ain't fucking with Microsoft.
They're not, bro. They don't like the hardware at all. They just don't. So it's kind of crazy. But on both ends, we seen like it's cool when we look at it on our end because we understand it. But at the same time, a lot of us got fucked over spending money on these shits, underperformed consoles. We could have just bought PCs.
Yeah.
So, wow, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. I bought an Xbox One day one. I got the S. Yeah, I'm not buying the X, man. I'm good. I'm good on my PC for now, dog. I'm good on my PC. Honestly, for me to get it, Microsoft would have to start
Black Friday deals.
Not even. Actually, look, I kind of want one for like the backwards compatibility, low key, yo.
But you're a content creator too, so at the same time, if you think about it, do we always buy games just for our own luxury, or is it because now you know, you do YouTube, you want to really report as much as you can to people. Like somebody was like, yo, why the hell you want that trash? I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, first of all, I like playing these games. Yeah. I love the luxury of just having the hardware that looks, you know, looks good or whatever. And I like to report shit back to my audience. So that's the same thing. Yeah. So I'm assuming, you know, we all feel that same way, but that price point
for me, yo, before I actually started doing YouTube and stuff, like I was watching niggas out here. But before, I was actually still buying games actively like this, though. Like I was actually like a really like
video game
gamer, though. Like I was buying games like that, though.
No, me, I was buying video games like crazy, but I wasn't switching from the PS3 Slim to the slimmer PS3 to the next slimmer one. Like unless my console broke.
Oh, nah, me, they got me like, yeah, they got me like at that point, yeah, they already got at that point, yeah, they were finessing me. Like I was buying everything, even when I wasn't doing YouTube. I bought Move controllers, I bought Connect, you know, I bought all of that shit. I bought all of that shit, dog.
Dude, I bought stuff like that. I'm talking like, for example, I had no choice but to keep switching believe it or not, I had to keep switching my PS3. Yo, GTA 5 legit broke my PS3 when it came out in 2013. I mean, and I had to buy like two different types. It was like the small one that you had the top part, you just had to slide it. So I bought the all red one, and then I had to get just the regular black one. But as far as 360, what's weird is I lean more towards Sony, but I've always been a fan of like the Xbox 360's special editions. So I went through the Gears, I went through the Halo editions. yeah. You know what? Thinking back, I kind of got finessed too. Yeah. That's facts.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I spent a lot of money on this game and shit's crazy, dog. What changes? Probably like I probably get recommendations from, you know, my peers on YouTube and Twitter and stuff on what to play. So and stuff like that. So that's probably the only thing that's changed. But I've always been like buying games like recklessly like that, though. I've always been a fucking nerd like that, dog.
Then I'm thinking back, I might have to retract from everything I just said because I think it pushes me more now to buy shit because I enjoy trying to report, you know, as much as possible. Okay. But yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I definitely.
Ricky, you big out here, bro. Yo, these guys probably sending you free copy games and shit like that, dog.
You should have just asked me. I got you all the connects if you need something. You gotta let me know, man. Yo, you fuck with Nintendo Switch, I can put you on a Bethesda right now, fam. Like, they just gave me Skyrim and Doom, bro. That shit's crazy.
Oh, swear, dog, for real.
Yeah, I'll give you the email.
All right, yeah. Yo. All right, yo, dope.
Nah, they cool as hell, yo. Now, and that's another thing too. Is some of these companies, man, they
tell me you have to talk to me how to approach them, dog. Be like, yo, I'm a content
all right, so dog. I'll tell you what you don't do first.
All right, what's up?
What you don't do, and this is for anybody listening, because I learned the hard way. This is like when I was being, you know, naive and I was being stubborn, not wanting to listen to some advice, and then I met a few people at E3. E3 changed everything, bro. When I started meeting people, that should change my whole perspective on YouTube, bro. But basically what you don't do is when you email them, of course, don't write like you're texting somebody and shit on the side. Don't try to write with that type of grammar. And when you ask them about it, you want to make sure they know who you are. Let them know what's your publication, whether if it's your channel, your website. Let them know what you do on your channel. Let them know, you know, what game you're requesting, and always make it seem like you're about to push out as much content as possible. Like you let them know upfront, I'm going to do a review. I'm going to live stream. If the game involves any tips and tricks, achievement hunting, if you want to provide content on that end, you would provide details like that. You let them know your business email. You let them know your social media, and you just let them know overall that you respect NDAs and embargoes. There,
I like that.
Even if they deny you, but that's still a format that you want to run by because.
Yo, so are you supposed to do this before the game releases, or I can even do it now if I wanted to?
Well, you could do it right now if you wanted to, because obviously companies like EA, Bethesda, they always willing to have as much promotion as possible. Bethesda, BG put me on a Bethesda, actually. He actually introduced me to somebody. And from that point, I don't know what the hell happened. Other Bethesda reps was just contacting me. Like, because you just build that good rapport, man. And that's all they care about, bro.
That's dope. You might have to hit me up so I can contact one of these. I kind of want to try that Skyrim on the Switch though. Still, bro, I kind of want to try it.
Dude, like Skyrim, I'm like it's about to be installed, but I enjoyed the shit out of it on PC. So I'm expecting this shit to be lit, and it comes with the Zelda. I got you with the links, fam. I got you.
All right, yo, that's blessed. I'm gonna DM you after this shit.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I even emailed Phil Spencer too, but unfortunately, I got denied for next because I contacted them like the day before. You know, they had. That's another thing. You want to make sure you contact companies a week, or at least not even like a month. You contact them a month before, then you contact them 2 weeks before, so that they remember, like, okay, I got to get him on the list. And then if you are a little bit late, you can still let them know that you got ideas and such, you know, that you want to put out.
Yeah, all right, that's dope, man. I like the advice, man. Appreciate it. I'm a DM you. I ain't gonna keep us here too long, but what would you say some sleeper hits for you, man, this year?
Sleeper hits?
Yeah,
Shit. Just thinking about it. I believe it or not, it may not seem like a big hit, like Resident Evil 7. It
yeah,
wasn't like a sleeper. It was like a sleeper to me because I thought it was gonna be trash. I'm like, dude, you went first person. It was actually not bad, but it was a different direction that they went. And I think Yakuza was definitely good because I never played a Yakuza game before. So that was kind of fresh to me. And what other games dropped this year? I played so many damn games. Even no, actually, I wouldn't even say that they're sleepers because
yeah.
I tried so many games. You're talking about like brand new. Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, that sounds like fanboyish though, because but I ain't gonna lie, that dude, because I look back, I love Guerrilla Games, but at the same time, the last Killzone to me was kind of butt.
Yeah, I was never a fan of Gorilla. I actually made a video way back saying, I think Gorilla's trash. I've never been a fan of Killzone, but I'm so glad they departed from that franchise. And Horizon Zero Dawn is much better. I definitely dig in this third person shit.
That was a sleeper to me because normally with companies, like if you have a publisher or a studio, when they make a brand new IP, it normally has like too much of elements that are too close to their previous title. This shit was a whole different experience. Like Horizon Zero Dawn and Killzone don't even feel 1-to-1. Like if you played Killzone before?
Yeah, I played Killzone 2, didn't beat it, beat Killzone 3, beat the one on Vita. But I've just never been like a super fan of it. Like I've played the games. I haven't played like the ones on PS2 and shit. Like I played Liberations on PSP too. But like I actually played a lot of that franchise, but I've just never really been a big fan though, like overall, like of Guerrilla Games. But honestly, they made me a fan because of Horizon Zero Dawn. I have my gripes with Horizon Zero Dawn, but overall, it was still a great experience, and I'm looking forward to.
What you had an issue with Horizon?
Okay, like halfway through, or like maybe 75% through the game, actually, like it just kind of got a little bit stale to me. You know what I'm saying? It just got kind of stale to me. It got a little bit repetitive. And I kind of just wanted to finish the game already. That's kind of feelings that I was having. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of wanted to finish the game a little bit already. But when I got towards the end, then fucking shit was pretty lit. And
that was lit, but I prayed that they weren't going to continue it in expansion. I wanted a part 2. I ain't gonna lie.
It picked up. It really picked up during the end. So overall, when I finished playing that, I'm like, yeah, the game was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, but that was my sleeper because and there's probably more games too. But I played so many damn games this year. It kind of like got me all lost, but. Horizon, like for anybody out there, when you play a game and it's like a total like 360 where you're like you expect this title to have something very similar to Killzone. Like I was expecting some sluggy as controls. I was expecting some motion blur in that bitch. No, this shit felt good as hell and the story was dope. I didn't expect the team to even work on something like this, to make a game like this that looks so different to Killzone. So yeah, that was definitely a sleeper. But looking back, I think there was games like Nier Automata, Neo. Like games like those caught me, kind of off guard. Neo was almost like a different version of like a Dark Souls.
Yeah, Neo's fire. Neo's
fire. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even trying to say like because it's Sony, but believe it, like that's just because
shit on PC now, eh? That shit on PC now.
Yeah, it's on PC. I'm happy that it's on PC.
Me too. I'm about to pick that shit up. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm happy it's on PC. I ain't mad at it, but that's basically it for me. Yeah, a lot of games I am upset with too this year. So.
All right, I'm gonna ask you this last question before we hop off this bitch. Yo, why do you think niggas are mad that the Switch is doing well, man? Or just mad in general? Everything about Nintendo seems like niggas just mad, dog. Why they mad, Ricky, man?
To be honest, I'm always confused at why people get upset. Like the thing is this, it kills me when people invest their energy into being upset at shit like this. I'm just like, we've seen, why are we mad 30, 40 years into it, still mad that Nintendo's doing their thing? And we gotta, and people are still mad at it because of games like Mario and the fact that Nintendo
well and shit like that. I think people mad, dog.
Dude, the thing is, I don't know if they have this emotional attachment to like console. Like we all have this emotional attachment to the console, but to have this much like dislike towards it, I'm just like, well, shit, we just not gonna look at the game or play it then. But I mean, when it comes down to Mario selling like 2 million fucking 2 million copies in 3 days. I'm like, yo, I'm hyped for this shit. People are like, why the fuck are you guys hype about this? Why are you guys happy about it? I'm like, why not? Like, that just tells you a game that has been not almost the same, but then nearly the same for over like what 30 years is still surpassing most games now. in sales.
No, yeah, cause shit, fucking quality. Like it's not shit. Like I don't know, man.
And that's the thing. People taking. I tell people this all the time. Stop comparing Mario games to other platformers. I feel like by now we should all understand that. I feel Nintendo basically goes against their own Mario games. They compete with like what's you see how they're getting 9s out of 10s and 10s out of 10s. I feel like they're rating Mario games not even based on comparing it to other games. I think they just rate the game based on the previous Mario.
Yeah. That's what I think they actually do. Like,
I don't even think they compare the game to other titles anymore. I think they look at it like, yo, was this Mario better than Mario Galaxy? Was it better than this Mario game? And they rating off of it. That's a whole different type of rating system. If that's how they want to abide by.
That's what they do too. Like people see that like this game got like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, and they instantly jump like, but look at a game like Uncharted, or look at a game like this, and be like, oh, the graphics here are better, this, that, and they don't understand. But I feel like when they're like scoring games like Mario, like you said, they're comparing it to games in their genre and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I feel like overall, and just being mad at like why it's selling so well. I'm just like, dude, that's the same thing. Why people aren't complaining about the 3DS? They do. Nintendo is infamous for pushing this weird stigma and just trying to push this business practice where somehow we all get screwed some way. But at the end of the day, all their games are gold sealed. Where's the bugs at in their games?
Yeah, Mario, flawless shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's something that it surprises me too, because Sega fell off, Capcom done fell off. So many companies fell off that have been out since the 80s. Nintendo's still up here. Like, so I'm just like, dude, let's not invest time. I think people are just low key mad because you have the diehard. Like, I think his name is Dr. Trey or something like that. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't even gonna vouch for him in some cases with how he feels towards Nintendo. But you're just gonna have that demographic of people who's gonna be a diehard. Like, yo, dude, there's people who are diehard
Xbox and
Xbox. And that's what I'm saying. But for some weird reason, Nintendo fanboys get it the worst. And it's almost, you know what? I compare Nintendo fanboys to anime fanboys, because the anime community is terrible to me. Like, I can't have a discussion with them. They'll chew me to pieces. I'm not good with all animes, but they'll kill me. I want to learn one day, and they'd be like, "Well, you don't know who's this? Sasuke?" I'm like, damn, your cuz, like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Like, they start killing me. But I mean, I don't know why. I just
you know what it is. Like, look, with the Wii U, Nintendo has been failing for so long, a couple of years now, that people kind of forgot about them a little bit. The Wii U is just so irrelevant to a point, even though it had good games on it. I enjoyed some good games on the Wii U, but I think they just haven't been in the limelight in a positive way for so long now that I think it's just taking people off guard. Like, they don't know how to react. Like, fuck, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny though. It's not that serious. Like, that shit actually don't bother me. But I just see it and I'm like, yo, why are niggas complaining? Like, first, Nintendo don't get no mature games. It gets mature games on it. Now the goalposts have moved to like, oh, it's the worst version now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, at the same time, it's just when I hear the complaints and the excuses, I'm like, yo, you have like this vendetta, or like,
yeah. Some people seem to have some weird beef with them, like shit.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, they must have fucked you over during a sale or something. You must have bought a 3DS when it had no charger and you had no money left to buy a charger. Like, that shit, you had to get screwed over. I'm like, dude, if you don't like this shit, don't talk about it. Like, that's it. I mean, but some people get this weird thing. Now, don't get me wrong. If if you was annoying as hell to me with the Switch and you was just completely biased, because I think that's what also happens is when you can't have a conversation with somebody, because every time you mention something, you can see how biased somebody is. Like, you could tell me something wrong with Sony, I'll look at it like, damn, is it? Yeah, there might be a problem.
Because you ain't a fucking fanboy and shit.
That's what I'm saying. But with a lot of Nintendo fans, believe it or not, I'll tell them, like, fam, I gotta have a phone.
That is facts. That is facts though. Like, I actually made a comment on a Nintendo video recently, and I was like, I think this is when they added all those features, right?
Yep.
And I made a comment on that video saying, all right, Nintendo, bring achievements and some other features next. And I got bombarded by a whole bunch of Nintendo fans saying, we don't need that shit. We don't need that. I'm like,
this is everything in that console needs.
I'm like, this is what's wrong. Like, yo, niggas, y'all have to accept any type of feature, period. Y'all need to accept any type of feature. I'm like, this is what's wrong with Nintendo fans in general. Like, you throw these ideas to them, like, oh, it'll be better if this console had that. This will be better if this console have this, and they'll be like, nah. It's fine. But what's funny, when the features come on the Switch, or become available, then they're hyping it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Stupid,
yo,
man.
that's the thing. Like,
Nintendo
dude,
fans are kind of annoying too. Yeah, they're actually pretty annoying. Like the fanboys are actually fucking annoying.
and the worst part is this. The reason why also people get upset, and this is, believe it or not, a lot of adults are what who are behind the Nintendo army, fanboy, whatever people want to call it.
Yeah.
So when you have a conversation with them, I immediately think like, all right, we're gonna both come up with this like solution, or maybe an agreement, or even a disagreement, but not. It's like clear fanboy, like that device that you have to connect your headphones and then connect your cell phone and then connect your Switch, bro. I had some homie like really defend that shit. I had to block him because he started calling me a fuck boy. He was like, "You just
there's no defending that shit. There's no defending."
I'm like, fam, how? There's not even an Ethernet cable in the damn thing. I'm like, yo, the Switch is gonna come out soon. Who knows, with a camera in that shit, or it's gonna come out with something. I'm like, the Switch launched with no other apps, and people were like, they don't need Netflix, they don't need this. I'm like, yo, fam, it's a portable console. This is like some real shit. That this is something that can really uplift sales. You're telling me not adding other apps, like even bro, you can't even web browse on the Switch.
Yeah, yo, I want to pull up. I really want to pull up. I actually mentioned that in the list, and niggas were actually coming at me like, why does it need a web browser? That's why you have your cell phone. Like, yo, if I pull up, I actually want to pull up and read this. I might have to like DM you so you can read these comments that I left. It's ridiculous. Like Nintendo fans are honestly like,
fam, I can't even surf the web. The shit is crazy because my 3DS, I could surf bro. I could be on YouTube. Like the thing is, the Switch, the Switch is dominant for the handhelds, right?
Yeah.
Why is it this shit don't have a YouTube app or like it has a?
I think that shit's coming, but I think that shit's coming. So like,
I believe so. There's no way.
Yeah, it should be available at launch, but it's not. So which sucks. But definitely what's it called? YouTube app is coming though. Like they added Hulu and all of that shit, so I know fucking YouTube is coming.
Wait. Hold on. They did?
Yeah. They added that. The Hulu's on the
Switch. I've been playing Doom. I didn't even let me get on this fucking eShop. Hold up.
Yeah, I haven't checked in a while. I actually was gonna cop Doom, but I might have to.
They also need that virtual console to drop already.
Yeah, facts.
But I think they are though. That's another thing too.
I think shit's coming, but it's just taking time. But like we want shit like now, dog. Like some of this shit should have been ready. You know what I'm saying, for launch?
Yeah, it should have definitely been ready. And my thing is, when people complain, and this is not even trying to defend them, but at the same time, it's stupid with wanting to bring out a Donkey Kong game and other iconic characters in their games. You know why it's so difficult? Because that one dude was who made the majority of those famous characters. Yeah. I forgot his name. Is it some Japanese artist, whatever, game designer? But he made Mario. He made Luigi. He made the majority.
Miyamoto, I believe.
Yeah, it was him and then another designer alongside with him. They're the ones who made the majority of these characters. So like when we got a Mario right now, we probably not going to see a Donkey Kong for a very long ass time. All that shit, it sucks, but at the same time, like shit, give us the virtual console though. That's something I want.
Yeah, so I made this comment where I'm like, custom backgrounds, achievements, system voice chat and messaging, internet browser, media apps, virtual consoles. All we need now, Nintendo. That's what that was my comment. Like it got a lot.
No, you're right. Miyamoto didn't make Odyssey. You're absolutely right about that.
No. So then the first comment right under that is, we don't need achievements or an internet browser. What the fuck you using? What did it say? What the fuck are you using to type this useless comment? You see it, look, kind of dumbass shit like that. There's no internet browser because the console can get hacked with it. Also, why would you browse the internet with the Switch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Nintendo fans are so retarded, dog. You suggest some features and these niggas are like shooting it down. Like, why though?
You cannot restrict the console with features because they're afraid of it being hacked. That's why they have teams that they pay millions of dollars to prevent shit like this. If somehow some dude from Germany is able to hack this shit, then your security team is not the best. That's what happened. What did Microsoft do? I think they hired somebody who was able to hack the Xbox One from Brazil. Same thing with a Sony guy. Some dude was able to hack into something with Sony. And remember when that whole big drought happened on PS3? Yeah, when that shit went down, they hired Homeboy. They hired him. But I don't even think he works for the company anymore. But just for security reasons, why they wanted to see. Nintendo came out with a statement, remember a couple months back, if you guys are able to hack the Switch or whatever the case, we want to hire you guys. Whatever. Do you remember that article that came out about that?
Yeah, I know now about the hiring shit. Not about the hiring.
They
shit.
were like, well, if you no, was it an offer they made, like money offer or whatever? If you're able to hack the switch, we will offer you some whatever. Or they wanted to work alongside with those who are able to, so that they can prevent that type of shit. That we shouldn't have to be restricted of games, of apps, or any type of service because of hacks.
Yeah,
That's that bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see this. Oh, yo, they don't got Netflix though.
They don't got Netflix yet, but it's probably coming. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it at the end of the year though.
Damn, finally bringing these movies and shit. Bring this YouTube shit. This shit's lit when you on the go.
Yeah, it really is, man. I bring it to work with me every day, fam. Every day.
I bring my shit all the time to work. There's so much down. I work 12-hour shifts, so there's so much downtime.
Dog, so you understand me, bro. That's why I fuck with you, Ricky, dog. Like you understand me, dog.
Hell yeah. I thought it wasn't gonna be popping.
You understand me, dog. Like, yo, man don't understand. Like, this portable feature is like his biggest asset. Look, when the Switch was revealed, once I heard it was a hybrid system, I'm like, yo, this shit's taking off the rip. I'm like, it's taking off. We got, BG's my nigga too, but you got him like, nobody wants to play it like that. But look what's happening. Shit's selling like crazy. I'm telling you, the portable feature is huge, dog. It's huge. I know
it's
probably the next generation Game Boy. Yo, people look at it as like the next generation Game Boy, dog.
Yeah, like I know BG personally. So when me and BG talk, I'll be laughing like, bro, why you hate that shit so much? But I think it's more like sick and tired of just like coughing up that amount of money for anything that we feel like, yo, we're not even getting the full thing. And that happened across almost all these consoles when they first launched. But with the Switch,
it's even worse. Yeah.
I told myself when the Switch came out, I was like, man, I live in New York. You think I'm gonna walk around with this shit on the go? Like, they commercials be like in the country areas. We ain't nobody gonna be playing basketball in a skate park with a fucking Switch in their hand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they extra with it. They're obviously
mad extra, but obviously it's to promote this happy vibe of just like, yo, go out and actually play. They promote people to get out, be social, versus you being at home and just chatting online. But I take it's called the Queens Manhattan bus, right? It's like an express bus. It takes me like 40 minutes just to get to the city. I'll be on the fucking bus at 5:40 in the morning, fam, playing this shit.
Yeah,
I just be playing Mario Odyssey. I'll be playing like Legend of Zelda. I'll play well, not Splatoon. That shit doesn't run online, but I think they got like the story or whatever. But I'll play other games. I just started playing Doom, so like it keeps me busy. And at work, because I got the internet on work, yo, it's over.
yeah. Like if you got downtime at work, like you don't understand how this just saves my life. Dog. I'd be like bored most of the time. I'd be killing my data on my phone, watching videos and shit. This shit like. Now, since I got it, I've been just playing games. That's why I'm so far. Like, nigga, I almost got like 700 moons in Odyssey, dog.
That's another thing, too. Do you feel like... See, I actually do have a problem with Odyssey.
What's up?
So matter of fact, on the GMG show, I got to get you on the GMG show, by the way. But when we do that, like, we discussed that. And I remember my boy Chase was like, what are we doing? We only get moons every damn map. I think if the puzzles were more trickier, more difficult... Because I love their map designs. Their world designs are amazing. Yeah. But if they have more trickier puzzles, it wouldn't be like, oh, all we doing is getting moons. But the obstacles to get to like, because the boss fights are really like every 3 hits, that's it, they're done.
Yeah, 3 hits. Yeah.
Once you learn their patterns, but then again, that's always been a thing with Mario. So
yeah, it's always 3 hits with those. Yeah,
always been a 3. Yeah, it's always been a 3-hit thing. So I mean, I still love the game. Like I still really love
the casual experience. Like if you're a gamer, like you're not gonna have like super trouble with this unless like you get to the very end. Like there's like some secret shit that unlocks at the very end. I don't know how far you are. But it's some secret shit that gives you a challenge though, like when you get a certain amount of moons, and it becomes a lot more difficult. You know what they should have done if I was to give them like advice now for Super Mario Odyssey? They should have had like a hardcore mode where it's like 1-hit kill. Then that would eliminate the challenge part easily.
Yeah, but but then again, like. It's so lit too because you get to transform into whatever creature is part of that world. Like they add, even though some people look at it and laugh and be like, "Really, that's what's innovative?" I'm like, dude, look how iconic Mario is though, and it's still fun to play. Like when I'm in competitive mode, I'm on my game scene with the competitive games. When I'm on my casual mode, I'm sitting back, I'm playing this shit. I be getting happy as shit.
It's a good game, man. It's a good game. That's what I'm saying. Nostalgic, and it's actually a good game too, man. But people don't understand why it's getting well received. They just see it as like another Mario or anything. But the game is actually fantastic. I actually bought Super Lucky's Tale. It doesn't even come close.
Is it good? I never played that.
No, it's decent. It's decent, but compared to I actually kind of want you to try it now after playing Super Mario.
Is it on the Switch?
Come and talk to me. No, it's on PC. You can get on the Windows Store. So after playing Super Mario Odyssey, you come and tell me what you think of the game. Like it's not even close.
It's another platform.
Yeah, but it's not even close. 2 platforming games, 2 like casual games, but vastly different in terms of quality and content and stuff like that. It's crazy.
I'll be honest with you. I want another Super Mario 64. I need a version for the Switch. I need a Super Mario Sunshine. I need like those were the like I can still.
We need virtual. Yeah, we need virtual console. Real quick. Yeah, we need GameCube games on this shit. We need them classic Game Boy games. As soon as that shit touch, it's gonna take off. But I feel like Nintendo's probably waiting to drop.
Well, I already heard some. I know some people, and I remember one of them saying like from at E3 that there is a Luigi's Mansion coming out. Like they're dropping Luigi's Mansion. But to be honest with you, I don't even think I played. I don't think I played one.
I beat the one on
GameCube,
3DS. I didn't even beat
3DS?
that one. Yeah, I didn't.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. Dog, yo, I feel like they're gonna bring it. People have hit me up with so much prediction saying like, yo, this shit's gonna flop after 2 weeks, after a month. This shit dead. Dog, I think Nintendo knows that with the Wii U failed. The fact that they combined their handheld studios with their console studios, I think good things are coming. The fact that they're putting the mainline Pokemon on this game screams success to me. You know,
what I'm saying? Game Freak. Oh, it's over. That's shit's selling millions.
Game Freak is making a RPG mainline Pokemon for the Switch. It's a wrap.
They described. You see some of the descriptions, right? They already said that this was going to be the last Pokemon game to drop on the 3DS.
Yeah.
Once I seen that, I said, "Uh-oh."
And if that's the case, and this whatever Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon is like the last Pokemon game on the 3DS, dog, all those niggas who love Pokemon are migrating to the Switch. It's a wrap.
Oh, but you know what else they're doing?
Flopping, dog.
I've heard this already at E3 this year. So some of the inside shit I'll let y'all know. You'll probably already know, but they already described that you'll see Pokemon within the grass areas, or you'll see like some movements, whatever. You'll see more, more of the 3D world. You'll be able to engage with people online in a private server. In a private server. But what they're gonna do with Ultra Sun and Moon, as what they've been doing now with regular Sun and Moon, has been updating online, so they'll have new Pokemon drop right in the world. So remember back when Pokemon, I think which Pokemon was it? That you was able to connect to your Game Boy to your GameCube. I forgot. It was that open world.
You could do that with the Advance.
It was the Advance, right?
With Pokemon Game Boy Advance, I remember you could do that though. With the
which Pokemon was it for GameCube?
I don't know. For GameCube,
yeah, it was a Pokemon game.
Is it Colossus or some shit?
Yes, like yes, yeah, it was Pokemon. Shit? It was something like that, but you was able to actually.
It was like a stadium. It was like a stadium style or something.
More open world. You was able to go
someone
around.
Someone in the chat will tell us. It was like Colossus.
You was actually able to travel in that game, like walk around and shit. So what they're gonna do is implement that that feature where the Game Boy 3DS version of Ultra Sun and Moon, you'll be able to connect it into your Switch, whatever, and transfer Pokemon, well, certain Pokemon that is, and like able to transfer stuff like that, get rare Pokemon through. Like they're gonna really make sure that Ultra Sun and Moon is still gonna provide like consistent features.
Same DX. Okay, I kind of remember that now. Pokemon DX.
Yep. Thank you. Yes, that was it.
I think that was it. Yeah.
So I mean, bro, Pokemon. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Super Mario sold 2 million copies in 3 days, if Pokemon always make sales on the 3DS every year, they make sales. Yeah. If this shit drops on the Switch, fam,
it's a wrap. You already know
it's a wrap.
Yeah, they're making smart decisions and they're making dumb ones too.
Wait, Leaky is right. Services. It was Coliseum, bro. It was Coliseum.
Coliseum?
Yep, it was Coliseum.
I remember DX was a thing. And
DX had Lugia on the cover.
I knew there was I think there was some Coliseum share. That's it though.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, it's not if. Yeah, you're right about that, Mob. It's not an if. It's
it's not if. Yeah, no, it's confirmed. They did it in their E3. They already said that they're working on one. It's not.
And I'm glad that it's Game Freak because we're allowed to stream that shit. Nintendo games, I'll be playing them on stream, but dude, I'll be getting worried.
No, look. The thing is, you can upload it. You just can't make no bread, bro.
I'm not making bread, but I streamed Splatoon for like 2.5 hours, and they cut off all my video and left 37 seconds, dog.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was Splatoon. That was like my very first stream. After that, I was able to stream for longer, but I did that part like the podcast.
That never happened to me. Like usually what happens is like, you just get a content ID claim and you can't make no bread off it. And see, shit like that just turns people off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like know. I feel like management has to change for that to go away though at Nintendo. Like some certain management, because they're still trying to be like people's parent and shit. Like they consider themselves like a toy company. I don't know. So. But yeah, I think the Switch's future is bright though. Like you've been using it. I don't know if you were a believer before, but after using it, you think the future is bright for the Switch, right?
Yeah. Before when I heard it was Android implemented thing with your phone, I was like, hell, and I was like, what the hell? Then I started hearing more and I started seeing more, and I'm like, even though their presentation was god awful, I was like, dude,
This is gonna
be
review wasn't that bad. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
But I want more like AAA games. To LA Noire, just I love that fucking game.
Yeah.
That came out for the Switch. I wish Need for Speed could hit the Switch. Games like that, the Switch is good because it's a multi-plat game. Once again, a lot of people who like multi-plats who don't mind buying a portable, they can have options and shit. But I do hope that Nintendo brings out more for more new IPs and shit.
Yeah.
So, and that's what anybody should just hope for that too. So
yeah,
this Switch shit is fire though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. All right, yo, we've been live for a minute now, yo. We're gonna end it here, guys. Yo, shout out to everybody who watching live with us, man, today, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. We got 89 in here. We need to see these likes, man. Yo, hit that like, man, for the homie.
Shout out to Ricky, man, for pulling up on a man, dog.
I've been trying to get on this shit for a minute, man. But my work schedule is whack.
Yeah, I know. Like, I would have Ricky more on Press Start podcast because he works during the time we air, so it's kind of all fucked up, But I told him, any day that he gets off early and on Thursday somehow he wants to pull up, he's always welcome on Press Start podcast, man.
Absolutely, I appreciate that. Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, man. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Press Start and chill. Shout out once again to Atlas Traveler for finally coming up with a good name for me, man. I did a little contest.
Wait, hold on. What's the name?
No, this is Press Start and Chill. It's not in the
podcast.
Lit. You get it? Press Start and Chill. You feel me?
That's lit, though. No, but you need a logo now for that, yo. That shit
I already got one, bro. I already got one. Yeah.
Yo, that's lit.
Press Start and Chill, because Press Start podcast, Press Start Kofi.
No,
it flows, dog. Yo, shout out to Atlas, dog. That's lit, dog.
Yo, shout out to the homie, man. That's lit. Dang, that's so clever, man.
That's clever, dog.
As hell.
Yeah, it's clever, yo. So before I used to call this shit random discussions, right? Like I just come here and talk some shit.
Yeah.
And leave, right. But he came up with a blessed name for me, yo. Shout out to him, dog.
Press Start and Chill. That shit lit.
Yeah, man. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. We out. Make sure you guys check out Ricky's channel if you don't know who he is.
Hey, lit.
Anyways, guys, we gone.
All right, man. Have a good one, everybody. Have a good night. Yo, man, this shit was lit.